The woman who raised a nation. This is the story of how Ojiugo was stoned to death by her own sons. The same children she gave out everything just to raise them, happens to be the one that take her life away from her. Now, the question is, what did she do to them that make them take her life? Let's find out by watching this video till the end. Don't scroll. Watch till the end because this story will make you cry and teach you many lessons. I swear on the head of the gods that if love could raise a mountain, Ojiugo's love would have built 1,000. This woman didn't just raise children. She raised the whole kingdom. I still remember the day she married Akenwi. The whole of Umiko village danced like never before. The masquerades came out. The elders broke kolanut for 3 days. They said, "This union will bring many children." And it did. Ojiugo was small in body, but her heart was as wide as the ocean. Her laughter could melt a hardened heart. Her voice, soft like morning rain. Her spirit, stronger than iron. Akenwi, her husband, loved her like mad. He never let her fetch water alone. If Ojiugo coughed once, Akenwi would run from the bush, thinking she was dying. People used to say they were like moon and stars, always shining together. Then, the baby started coming. First, a boy. Then another. Then another. It was as if her womb had no rest. 5 children. 10. 15. People started whispering. Is she trying to build a football team? Why does her husband not say enough? But Ojiugo smiled. She always said, "Children are wealth. I am rich." Then came her last child, Adan. A girl. If you see the joy in Ojiugo's eyes that day. She danced like a woman who just won a war. Her sons, all 20 of them, stood proudly, smiling at their little sister. They said, "This one is special." Ojiugo's heart was full. But joy in this world, it always has an enemy. It was a rainy season. The clouds were angry that day. Thunder was shouting like a mad spirit. Akenwi wore his old brown wrapper and went to tap palm wine like always. He told Ojiugo, "I'll be back before the sky weeps too much." That was the last time anyone saw him alive. His body was found at the foot of the tall palm tree, stiff and cold. No wound. No blood. Just dead. They said his spirit was taken. Some said the gods were jealous of his happiness. Others said his death was spiritual. But it didn't matter. Akenwi was gone. And Ojiugo became a widow with 21 children. Her youngest son was barely learning to walk. Adan hadn't even said a mama properly. The village expected her to run mad. But she didn't. She screamed for 3 days and 3 nights. She refused food. She tore her clothes. She begged the gods to take her too. But after the 3rd day, she stood up. She tied her wrapper. She washed her face. And she said one sentence that the whole village still remembers. "If I die too, who will raise these ones?" From that day, Ojiugo became a tree. She stopped being a woman. She became everything. Mother. Father. Hunter. Farmer. Provider. Protector. She would wake up while the sky was still dark. She would fetch water for people for money. She would farm other people's land. She would sell okpa by the roadside. She would sew torn clothes for her neighbors for a cup of rice. She didn't sleep for years. One day, I saw her carry 3 big baskets of cassava on her head and 2 babies tied to her back at the same time. She didn't cry. But I saw her, one night, sitting by her fireplace. She thought no one was watching. She looked at her hands, rough like tree bark. She looked at her swollen feet. She looked at the little fire. And she whispered, "I am tired. But I cannot stop." She wiped her tears and kept roasting yam for her children. Her children never lacked love. She used to say, "Even if I have no food, I'll give them my smile." She gave up everything for them. She sold her only gold earrings to pay for school fees. She used to patch their uniforms with old wrappers. She sold her wrappers one by one. Even the necklace her husband gave her on their wedding night. She sold it. So one of her sons could buy books for WAC. She gave and gave and gave until there was nothing left to give. But she never asked for anything in return. Just one dream. Let my children grow up and be great. That's all I want. Let them stand tall and say, "That's my mother." Then I rest. She told us this many times. She never wore new clothes. But she made sure her children had birthday rice. She never ate meat. But she made sure they had chicken during Christmas. She never traveled. But she sent them to cities to look for greener pastures. And when they were ready to leave the village to chase their dreams, she gathered them one by one. She laid her hands on each of their heads. She prayed, "My child, may the world open for you. May you never suffer. May you make me proud." That day, she smiled. She thought her tears were finally ending. But what Ojiugo didn't know was that she had just raised 20 sons who would become her killers.